Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I actually wanted to get a little bit more personal. I wanted to talk about a personal experience I had and what I did to fix it. I had a eating disorder, like a bad eating disorder. And it's one of those things you don't really like to talk about with people because it's like uncomfortable, but it was like, and it was going on for years. Like I couldn't eat something without feeling super full and bloated and then throwing up afterwards. I know it sounds super gross and it's like, but it's true, and I'm not the only one that has this problem, and I know there's other people out there that have this problem that maybe don't know what to do with it or don't want to talk about it. So it can be super uncomfortable. I had this problem for years and I literally tried everything, like everything, to fix it. And it was very like my own like weird kind of like secret. Like I didn't want to talk about it with people because it's like, oh, you throw up after you eat? Like, do you do it on purpose? You're trying to lose weight? Like, what's wrong with you? You're bulimic? Whatever the like judgments or ideas that people have that can, you know, get to you. So for me, it definitely didn't help with losing weight, and it wasn't something I did intentionally either. It was just like I had digestive issues. My body just couldn't handle it and it didn't want to keep the food. So I feel like you don't need to hear all the grossness about it, so I'm just gonna skip that. But I want to tell you what I did to fix it. I don't have like a degree, I'm not a doctor or anything, but I do want to say what I did that fixed the problem is I started eating differently, and I now do the ketogenic diet. So after trying literally everything to handle this problem, going to the doctor, getting prescribed different things or like antibiotics or antacids and this and that and like the whole 9 yards, or changing my diet this way and that way, being told I can't eat this, I can't eat that, it was like driving me nuts. So I heard about the ketogenic diet and I did a little bit of research and I was like, all right, I'm gonna try it. So I started that in January of this year, and that is what did it for me, honestly. There are so many plus points to the ketogenic diet, and just to put it simply, I'm not going to get like super into it because again, I'm not a doctor and I just have a basic understanding of it and how it works. But the point of the ketogenic diet is it basically puts your body into a state of ketosis, where instead of your body burning, like getting its fuel or your energy from sugar, because when you ingest like carbs and food, it turns it into glucose in the body, and that is what gives you energy. When you're in ketosis, basically what your body's doing for energy is it's taking it from stores of fat, and it's using fat to fuel, basically. It's using fat to run the body. There's more technical information about it, but the point of this is that it is what helped me with my eating disorder. I started eating this way, which is basically high fat, low carb, and by high fats, it's like the good fat. So I started putting coconut oil and butter in my coffee, having bulletproof coffee, and I started eating lots of avocados, olive oil in my salads, and just like these types of things, very oily, fatty foods, but that's good fat. You understand that? Like I would also eat macadamia nuts or pecans, and then the things that I was eating before that were like high carbs, I totally cut that out. I stopped eating any starches, any wheat, any gluten, and no sugar, like no sugar. And it literally like did miracles. It was actually amazing. And the first week I also lost 7 pounds. I wasn't necessarily like overweight, like I've never been particularly like big, but it definitely, I noticed like a big difference in my body before doing the ketogenic diet and then after doing the ketogenic diet. You actually are like in ketosis, you're just taking fat, and you're just burning fat for energy. So it's really cool. And the other thing about it, like there's other plus points like to this diet, is that there's so many yummy recipes. There's like, it's the only diet that I've been like, okay, I'll do this, and then I'm eating this way, and I'm like, wow, I actually like don't feel like I'm on a diet. Like I'm not restricting myself, like, because it's still good and it's still yummy food, and there's like so many options of good food to eat. But what it totally did is it totally fixed it. Like after I started eating this way, I stopped throwing up. I stopped feeling bloated. And it's so funny because even though you're eating a lot of fat, it's like a different feeling. It's just like this satisfied feeling in my stomach of like, good, you're full, but not like, good, you're full and you're bloated and you feel like you want to throw up, which is what used to happen literally every time I would eat, almost. And I wasn't like stuffing my face. I would like, it was actually really weird. I was like, there's something legitimately wrong with my body. And there was. But for some reason, the amount of doctors I went to and this and that, it never solved it for me, honestly. I was even told one time by a doctor, you can't have coffee. Coffee is like so bad for you, and dairy, so bad for you. And I was like, okay, that must be the reason. So I totally quit coffee, totally quit dairy, which was really hard because I love cheese and I love cream and butter. So I did that and it didn't solve the problem. And then when I went onto the ketogenic diet, I started having coffee like every morning. I would make my bulletproof coffee with coconut oil and butter, and that's dairy and that's coffee. And my body was super happy, not throwing up at all and not feeling bloated, instead feeling satisfied, feeling full. The other thing about this diet is when you eat this way, you are full for like you don't worry about food. You don't have your attention on food like, oh my God, I'm so hungry, or I'm gonna eat next, what am I gonna eat? Like for some reason that whatever food obsessions or you know, whatever can go on in regards to food and like people mentally, it just stopped and I didn't have cravings. I feel full, like I eat and I'm full, and I honestly don't even eat like I'll eat a meal or two a day and I'm good. Like I don't even have to eat 3 meals a day, and it's not because I'm trying to starve myself, it's because my body is happy with with what I'm giving it, and it can take that fuel and just like turn it into energy for me, and I'm full for long periods of time. The other thing about this diet is it helped with, yes, it helped me lose weight, it helped me with my skin, it helped me with my sleep, it helped me with my energy level, it helped me with my like cravings for food, it helped me with my digestion, it helped me with so many things. I'm such a believer in it. It's like, like it's so amazing. And obviously everybody has their own body and the own things that work for them. So, you know, like maybe someone has tried the ketogenic diet and it's not the thing that's for them. But I wanted to just give my experience because I've had this eating disorder for years, like years, where I would just throw up after I ate, and it was just like, that's how it is. Doesn't matter what diet I do, doesn't matter what I take, what medicine, what doctor I see, it was just like, it didn't matter. I could never figure it out. I was just like, all right, I'm doomed. I'm just gonna constantly throw up after I eat for the rest of my life. It became so annoying. The fact that just this way of eating has totally changed that is like, game changer. Like seriously. So that is also why on my channel I'm like putting out all these recipes, and I mean I only have like a couple right now, but I will be doing a ton more videos because I am like obsessed with this way of eating that's healthy and that's good for you and that just has good positive results for your body so that you can live longer, be full longer, have more energy, have better skin, sleep better, have a better body, be comfortable. Like there's just so many plus points to it that I just like, I could go on and on and on and on. That was my story. I continue to do the ketogenic diet, and you know, I have gone in and out of ketosis. Like I'm not saying for like the last like 8 months I've been like an angel, and I have cheated. I will cheat for Indian food because I'm kind of like in love with Indian food, but I do notice that after you've been in ketosis and when you have a dip like that, it's not like some big harmful effect happens on your body, and then it's just like, okay, like that's done, so now I'm gonna keep eating this good way, and I'm gonna like skip the naan bread and like the mango chutney. So when that happens, I get back into my ketosis, I get back into it in the groove, and then I feel great. I also don't like to call it a diet. I like to call it a lifestyle because it just makes it feel better and less like restricting, you know? So it's like a lifestyle. I think it's a lifestyle. If you have an eating disorder, or if you have digestive problems, or even if you just want to like eat good food that's healthy and lose weight and trim up your body and just feel like you have lots of energy, I definitely would suggest to do some research into the ketogenic diet and check it out. And I'm gonna keep putting out recipes and putting out yummy different foods that you can eat, that you can make, because there's like so many yummy things you can make. It's kind of like mind-blowing. A quick way where you could get like super good information that's not like way too complicated or like scientific, but just like very simple, is you can check out dietdoctor.com. That website is super simple and it gives you like a whole breakdown on what you can eat and like how the ketogenic diet works, and different recipes also. It gives you those on that website, so that is where I get a lot of my recipes. I also have this book, which is the Ketogenic Cookbook, which also talks all about it. This is by Jimmy Moore and Maria Emmerick, and I'll put the details down below. But it's definitely like, it's a game changer, guys. I'm not joking. So I wanted to put that out there. I wanted to get really personal, let everybody know if you have a problem like this, I would totally look into, switching to the ketogenic diet, changing up your lifestyle in regards to what you're putting into your body, because it will do you wonders. So that's my suggestion for you. Please comment, please subscribe, please share this video if you felt like it was informative and if you liked it. And if you know somebody that maybe has this problem and you feel like you want to share it with them, go ahead, please share it. Spread the love. This is like, it's good stuff. Okay, keep watching, and until next time.